Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm
Hello.
Mandy, and over there is Nat. We're from the Infinite Me, and we're jumping in here today to invite you to our Infinite Wake Up Call 5-day challenge. We're starting on Monday, the 13th of July coming up. So we thought we'd jump in here today to give you a bit of an idea of what we're going to be covering in regards to the challenge and why we're doing it, is more importantly too. So
yeah, definitely. Yes, so we've been talking about infinite stuff for a long time now, probably a good 12 months or 18 months, and there always seemed to be something missing in the puzzle for us personally as well, and in our messaging and what we wanted to bring out to the world. We knew that it had something to do with the infinite, but we weren't quite sure, we hadn't hit on it until now. So this really is bringing the final piece of the puzzle together, which is the certainty in how to create your reality and what you want in life. And it's the very thing that we feel that personal development, consciousness, manifestation, all the other things that are out there, spiritual stuff, is missing, which is the certainty around creating what you love. It's always very hit and miss about if I put something up on a dream board or I think about it long enough, if I really tap into what I want and all that sort of stuff, then I'll get what I want. But it is very much hit and miss. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get that. And we've really now tapped into a way that does guarantee what you want will come into reality. But there's a few stipulations, of course, and there's a bit of work to be done. So hence why we're putting a challenge together, because we really felt that the work deserved to have the exercises and teaching you the exercises and taking you through those so you have a direct experience of what it takes to create your reality with that certainty. That's the key point.
And I think the big thing where the certainty comes from too is actually using your intuition to create. So this is a big turning point, I think, for Nat and I ourselves, is like, we know how to tap into our intuition. We know what our intuition feels like. We use our intuition a lot to live our life. But I definitely got this bigger picture of your intuition is actually the key part of what actually helps you create, bring things into reality that are true for you. That's the key point, is that we can all probably manifest stuff in our life if we just hustle and push hard enough, like we can make stuff happen. But often it's not in alignment with what's actually 100% true for us. So we go for something because we think it's going to bring us happiness, or we think we're going to be fulfilled when we get this thing sorted out in our life. And then we get there and then we're like, oh, well, I've got the house and I've got the marriage and I've got the kids and but I'm still not happy. Like, there's still something missing. Like, or it may not be like your whole life, but like there's a part of your life that's still just like, there's still this thing inside me that I'm just, there's a little scratch, there's an itch that I just can't scratch. Doesn't matter what I do, kind of thing. I don't know how to bring this thing out that's inside of me. And so that's where we were kind of stepping into. It's like your intuition is actually the key to tapping into what that thing that's inside of you, or multiple things. It's not just one thing. We're not here to just create one thing. So to bring whatever that is that would truly light you up in your life, to bring that into reality. And so using these interactive exercises, which we're going to be teaching in the challenge, and giving you some direct experiences of that, so that you can actually have a sense of, oh, wow, this is my intuition. This is how I can use it. This is what it feels like to me. How can I now direct my energy towards these things that are feeling true for me, that will come up in these processes that we'll be taking you through, and then give you a clear structure of how you can go forward now to actually bring that into reality with certainty, as Nat's saying. So there is an actual structure to this, and it's predominantly the reason why we don't always get what we go for is because we're actually in the wrong structure. There's actually another way of being, another way outside of it, which fits completely in with our infinite message that we've always talked about living infinitely. And by that, we mean living beyond limits, like we're here as a, infinite spirit come down into a body. So we're in this limited body, like in some ways, but we're still an infinite spirit. So how do we live from that place? How do we live as if we've got no limits? How do we live if we're beyond our belief systems? How do we live beyond our circumstances and create what we truly are here to create? Like, we're powerful creative beings, we're always creating. So why not create what we want to create, not like a bunch of shit like we might have been doing and not happy with for our life. So let's learn how to do it, focus that energy and bring that out of ourselves, and bring it into the world. And so that's what we're super excited to do this challenge for. So we'd love you to come and join us at what's our URL? No, the Wake Up.
Yeah, I'll just put that up.
Just to make sure I didn't say it wrong. That was a wakeupinfinitechallenge.com.
Yeah,
So
it's all happening there.
that.
Yeah, you can register. It is free. We're going to keep it free because we really want everybody to experience this work, pretty much. Yeah. It's been such a game changer for us just in the last few months that it's like, oh my God, more people actually need to know this work, because there's so many people that are genuinely interested in how they create their life, and they're doing consciousness work and spiritual work. They're spending sometimes thousands of dollars, years and years. I mean, we can talk about it because we've been there. We've done 16 plus years, each of us.
Many thousands of dollars.
Getting to the point, and I hate to think how many mortgages that we've paid in courses. And it's like, God, it's just so frustrating to not have that final piece of the puzzle until we came across it just recently ourselves and went, right, okay, people really need to know this stuff. So we are going to keep it free. Please invite your friends if you've got people that are with you on this journey. And it is more fun to have your friends, and if your family's into it, we're lucky to have each other, big sisters, but friends along sort of thing on the ride, to actually be able to discuss this stuff with them and do the exercises that we're going to take you through, but then go away and practice the exercises as well, because the better you can get at those exercises, the better off you're going to be creating, and a lot faster.
Yeah, it's the key to it all. And the other reason I think bringing people on that journey with you too is because it is a very different way of looking at life and a way of operating. So if you've got other people in your sphere that are with you on the journey, then you can actually, as Nat's saying, you can talk about things and actually focus on your visions together, and it makes it so much more fun. You can pull each other up when you're kind of getting off track and all that kind of stuff. Whereas, not saying you can't do this on your own, because you absolutely can. It doesn't matter what anyone around you is creating. You can still create what you want. But it's just more fun, and it sort of cements it a lot more for you on the journey. And as Nat said, you can get more practice at doing the intuitive exercises in particular, which are super, super key and super powerful to bringing into reality what you want to create, what's sitting inside you. So, so
definitely. And it doesn't matter whether you've done consciousness work before, spiritual work, manifestation work, like if you've done any of that stuff or you haven't done any of that stuff. In some ways, if you haven't done any of that stuff, you're actually at a little bit of an advantage. We don't have to deprogram you from all the stuff that you think is true. So it actually doesn't matter where you are on your journey. All that matters is that you want to create now with certainty about what you want to have in your life. And I don't know anyone on the planet that doesn't want to do that, but that's really what we're offering. Absolutely. This is pretty groundbreaking stuff, and it's a bit of a bold statement to say that you can create with absolutely 100% certainty, but we will stand by that because we've seen it happen.
The structure is solid. The structure's been tested. It's something that we've learned, so it's not something that we have come up with, but we're tapping into it and bringing in our other perspectives that we've already had around living infinitely, because they all fit together. It's all pointing in the same direction. It's all the same truth, that we're here as a creative being in this body to create amazing things in this lifetime, whatever that looks like. It could be on a very personal, individual level, or it could be like world changing. So it doesn't really matter. It's just like, sometimes that there's this thing sitting inside you that you want to bring out into the world, but maybe you've felt, well, I'm not sure. Is this my intuition talking? Is it my ego talking? Is it like we question, can I go for that thing that really feels true? Who am I to do that thing? My circumstances don't match that. Like, all these stories that we tell ourselves, and it's all a bunch of crap at the end of the day when we kind of look at it all, and we'll show you how there's just a completely different way of being. And we've sort of been fed a bunch of lies really throughout our whole life about how reality works, and none of it is actually true. So it's there is a whole way of being which we're really excited to share. And as Nat said, there's probably not a person on the planet that doesn't want to create stuff in their life and be super excited and happy about their life. So whatever that looks like, whatever that is for you, and it's very personal. It will be exactly what's sitting in your heart, very individualized for you, of what you want to bring into the world too. So so do come join us. wakeupinfinitechallenge.com. There's a lot of description on the opt-in page. There's a video there that Nat's done, so I'll give you a lot more info about what we're going to be covering, why you might want to come and do this challenge, what you'll get out of doing the challenge as well. So do come along and join us. We'll be starting next week, Monday, the 13th of July. So we'd love to have you coming along.
Looking forward to it. All right. Well, we hope to see you there. It's going to be exciting. We can't wait to share it with you. And very cool. All right. From us.
Bye.
For now.
You too.